The first question comes from @John Tovar KS8TP. So thanks for the question. The question he asked, or they asked, is, am I the only one who wants to keep a big cushion for medical or nursing home expenses I might never need? That is a great question. I think there's like a principles element, and then there's like the direct question for you. And obviously with that more context about you specifically and how you think about risk and what your health levels are and how do you prepare it, it's hard to answer that second part. So just to address this as a kind of broad retiree question, it really is, how much should retirees reserve for end-of-life care or long-term care costs that may never occur? The way I think about this is it's a win-win either way in some sense, which is we should budget for it in our financial plan. It will affect our spending capacity in the earlier years of our life, because essentially what we would be doing is telling the plan, I want to earmark a certain bundle of expenses for the last, let's say, 24 months of my life, and therefore I have to smooth out or limit my spending earlier in life to ensure that that would be available at the end. It may narrow a guardrail, it may reduce spending capacity, it may do both, it may do neither, depends on how much money you have saved. The appropriate way to do that is to plan for it in the plan and then live as though you're going to need that money. The double benefit of it is if you need it, you have it. And if you don't need it, it doubles as a legacy goal for your heirs. And if you don't have any heirs, then it will become useful money for someone in the world who could benefit from getting that money. And hopefully you have a goodwill or something placed that will direct that money to the place where it is most useful and needed. But you are not wrong in thinking that you should have a big cushion for medical or nursing home expenses. There's a whole separate discussion to be had about how do you estimate the right amount, the right timeline, and that will save that for a longer video on my main channel. But broadly speaking, any case study that I show on the main channel or that I will, discuss here on this more impromptu channel would assume that we are going to have, at Peak Financial Planning, we always assume that we will have 24 months of end-of-life care for every person we're planning for, and that the cost will be the inflation-adjusted cost of today's in-home care. So basically the highest standard of care, and then earmark those funds for the last 24 months of that person's life, and then adjust or identify the spending capacity that is made available from there. So hopefully that helps. Thank you for the great question, John Tovar. Real quick, let me show you the exact 3-pillar comprehensive retirement roadmap that takes retirees from uncertainty to peace of mind that less than 1% of retirees actually have in place. Now, I've built hundreds of these for retirees, and I can say with a high degree of confidence that these are the 3 pillars every retiree needs to have in place in order to have full confidence that they're not missing anything in their retirement plan. And I broke each of these down by the specific questions. You can see them here that each needs to be answered and the best way to answer them. Now, we've done this across pre-retirees, recent retirees, married couples, single retirees, $1 million portfolios, $10 million portfolios, all the above, and it works. And it's my gift to you today. It's absolutely free. It's in the first link in the description below this video. It's going to say free comprehensive retirement roadmap training. Just click the link, enter your info, and you'll get instant access, all for free.